Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live on a Wednesday night. We are ready to go. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. That means another live stream here at the Wrestling for Life Network as we dive into AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the family, be a part of the show, and let's hope that Mr. TK has a bunch of gifts for us tonight. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you AEW Dynamite tonight. A packed show, the Holiday Bash. It's going to be a fun one. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into, and a very interesting card ahead for everybody tonight. I see that chat filling up already. Get in there. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. What is on your holiday wish list? But as always, on a Wednesday, we start with nothing but hopium. Nothing but excitement and praying that TK and Co. have something planned for us and that it all makes sense. On paper, looks like a good one. More Continental Classic, a title match as Sasha, Mercedes Moné, I got it, will be putting her belt on the line tonight, plus so much more to get into, so much to talk about. But it's going to be a fun one here on the channel. As always, click those buttons, like, share, subscribe, take this link, share it with all your friends. It's going to be a fun one. But without further ado, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. And I will say this, full disclosure for the people who are here right now. Full disclosure, I'm a little under the weather. This Canadian winter is getting to me. Fighting the cold, but I'm still here. So hopefully Tony Khan doesn't make me feel worse. I feel a little better by the time this show is over. I will let everyone know if you see this during my stream, it simply means I'm sneezing or dying or both. So with all that being said, it's going to be a fun show tonight. We got lots to get into. Again, we were here earlier today with the WWE Raw Netflix kickoff. That was a fun one. If you haven't seen that after tonight's stream, go check it out. But tonight we got lots. We got lots on the plate. It is a holiday bash. And what was happening? Well, MJF's going to be here. FTR is going to speak. We'll find out what's up with that. Of course, the Continental Classic, like I said, Shelton Benjamin, Mortos, you heard me, Mortos taking on Shelton Benjamin. It will be very interesting. We get Nick Wayne, Christian Cage taking on Hook and Shabata. Okay, I guess. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Will Ospreay, Darby Allin should be the match of the night, could be the match of the week. Should be a lot of fun for this one. And then, of course, like I said, Mercedes Moné putting her title on the line against Anna Jay. So very interesting, very intriguing with this. And again, if there's my Christmas wish might be just the fact that Anna Jay for the W. So we will see how that plays out here tonight. And we also, the main event, I'm assuming the main event tonight should be, might be, could be your world champion Moxley with Yuta and Pac taking on Jay White, OC, and Hangman Adam Page. So it will be a trios match, 6-man tag. Essentially, the three challengers trying to work together. Can they coexist, folks? We don't know, but we will find out. Again, we are about 10 minutes waiting from the show. I will say hello to everybody individually in a second, but I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You put hump week in, or hump day in the books. Hump week, apparently. Hump day in the books, and we are almost there. Tomorrow's Friday Junior. We will be here for a special dirt sheet debate where we go through the best of 2024. Will be a fun one. Nick and Anthony will be back at my side, thankfully, and hopefully I feel a little bit better. But we will be here for that Friday SmackDown, and then we go into the holidays, so it's got to be a lot of fun. Again, only a couple more shows before Christmas. Santa is a coming, folks, so we will see what happens. But Get in that chat. Again, don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Share this with everybody you know. We want to see these streams blow up. We want to see triple digits in the chat. So be a part of it all. But without further ado, I will get to this chat and say hello as soon as I physically can. There you go. Scott, how you doing? Welcome back. Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan announced for the next Netflix debut on Raw. Yes, I'm crazy for commenting 4 hours before the stream. Scott, nice and early. First one in the chat tonight, 4 hours ago. Thank you for that. And you're never too early, my guy. Never too early. We were here earlier today. That will be at January 6th. I do think that Liv Morgan's title is on borrowed time at this point. Rhea Ripley seems prone to get her belt back. That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong. We will have a prediction show probably heading into that. So we'll talk more about it, Scott. But yes, that show, that Raw on Netflix, stacking up. They're making it feel like a PLE, tribal combat, Roman, Solo. You also have Seth and Punk, which today they announced Seth and Punk will main event that show. That's pretty crazy. What's up, Eric? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Wrestling for life, buddies. Happy Dynamite Wednesday. Happy birthday to Stone Cold. Is it Stone Cold's birthday too? Wow. All right. Shout out Stone Cold. What's up, KJ and Big Nick? Can't wait for Raw. Clay, good to see you. Good to see you. Mega, welcome back. Welcome back. Looking forward to Darby and Ospreay. Again, this could be the match of the night, match of the week, one of the matches of the year. I'm really curious how this plays out. I think this tournament was set up for Ospreay versus Fletcher in the final. So does Darby take a loss? Does it go to a draw? Either way, this has the potential to be a really good match. I hope it lives up to that expectation. Tyler. KJ gonna be like Adam Sandler in 8 Crazy Nights after watching Dynamite tonight. That's a technical foul. Tyler. Love it. Lee is in trouble now. Lee is in trouble now. Do tell. Randy, welcome. What's up, Dynamite? You know what that means. It means we start with hope and try not to lose our mind. I will admit, again, full disclosure, a little under the weather, so I'm a little grumpy. If it sucks, you're going to hear about it real quick. What's up, Ken? How you doing? I like that. Wrestler rights. I like it. I'll take it. Happy holidays. Good evening, Wrestling for Life Network. My uncle birthday today turned 41 years old. Well, Uncle Delgado, happy birthday. Is it good to see you? Welcome. Another shout out to Stone Cold, Eric Tate. Welcome back. Boston, good to see you. It's time for a holiday bash, courtesy of former Booker of the Year, Tony Khan. Thanks, Tony. Well, we'll see again. Christmas may come early this week, and we will see what they have for us. I don't know. Again, on paper, not bad. A lot going on. But lately, it's been a little bit who booked this? But former being the operative word in Booker of the Year. Damien, welcome back as always. I think I already said hello to you, but official Athena versus Billy Starks. What will the main event? Will be the main event of Final Battle Friday night. Ooh. All right. Okay. Athena's going to drop the belt if anyone's curious. And we should be here for most of it, if not all of it, live on Friday. Again, Ring of Honor could go on a Saturday. I don't know why it has to go on a Friday. There's that literally at one point they will be going head-to-head against their own programming. It's weird. Kayfabe, what will happen tonight in Herb Abrams UWF? I mean Tony Khan. That's funny. Welcome back, Kayfabe. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. How you doing? What's up, Tanisha, Christopher, Richard? Welcome back. Good AEW card tonight. Definitely a good card. Lots of reason for hopium for this holiday bash. Absolutely. What's up, Christopher? Wrestling Crowd. Pal, how you doing, bruv? What's up, bruv? How you doing, bruv? Jules and KC. Yo, KJ, I hope your day is well. Let's hope it's at least decent tonight. We're almost lowering the expectations. Like, please just be okay. I'm hoping for a good show. Again, we start off every single Wednesday. I know certain people pop in here and they're like, you just hate AEW. But we start off every show with hope. Again, I don't know what to tell you. Denisha, I think I got you. Let's go. Let's go. Eric Tate got you. TJ, what's good? How you doing? How you doing? Cherokee George, evening all. Will we ever see MJF fight again? World's End versus Adam Cole, one-on-one. Here we go. And again, you guys can let me know in the chat. MJF Adam Cole, do we care? Are we excited? Yeah, are we pumped for this long? This is a year in the making, guys. You got to remember, last year at World's End is when everything went to hell, is when we found out Adam Cole was the devil. A year later, we're getting the payoff, and I feel like it couldn't be colder, it couldn't be flatter, it couldn't be more lackluster. Lucas, how you doing? How you doing? How you feel about Kevin Owens holding, I love it, WWE Winged Eagle belt. I love that idea. I think it's amazing. I wanted him to win and do what he's doing, but this is like second place. This is like second best option. He has, as a heel, he has an argument that he got the pin, that he should be champ. He hijacked the Netflix kickoff today, just walking in, bad-mouthing the security, holding up the belt, referring to himself as champion, refusing to give the belt back. Remember, one night only for that belt. But KO's not giving it back. I think this is absolutely perfect. I wonder what the main event of tonight's show is. I don't know. I'm assuming your world champion in the trio setting up your big world title match at the pay-per-view would be the main event. I could be wrong. You could go first. I don't know. What are we at? We got 3 minutes to go. Let's see if I can get up. Dudley, how you doing? Roddy, how you doing? How you doing? Mega, Paul, let's go. 316. Jose, what's up? Would you like to see something unexpected tonight? Hook turns heel and joins Christian. That wouldn't make any sense at all, but it could happen. Again, I really don't care for Hook. I think he's overrated. I'm not interested in him. The rivalry between Hook and Christian, I don't care. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the story would have been so much better if Hook had beaten up his dad. Like, that was the story. When they took his dad out, it turned out Hook did it. I'm tired of living in your shadow. Hook and Shibata, yeah, saw that. Again, Shabata's had nothing to do with this storyline. Hasn't been around. We saw Hook last week break a window for no reason. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine on this one. This show sucks already. No, we hopium. Let's go. I want Mercedes Moné to win the match, but give her a run for the money. Listen, again, I just think I'm so over Mercedes Moné. Anybody beating her, I'd be thrilled with. Anybody. I don't care who it is. Bring back Rio to beat her. I don't care. Randy, welcome back. Love it. Absolutely. I'm watching Friday after next. Good choice. I love it. Roddy, good to see you. Dawn, welcome back. Sure to hear you're under the weather. Feel better soon. Here's to a week of hoping that AEW delivers a good for all. I'm hoping, and thank you so much for the well wishes. I do appreciate it. But it tends to happen in the good old North. If I was to be in AEW, I'd use a handheld drywall like the chair shot equal instant knockout. There you go. Damien got you. Ken got you. Daniel got you. Hannah, welcome. World's End. It's about to be the end of Con with these views. I don't think so, but yes, it could be. What's up, Doe? Wait, is AEW Rampage about to end? Apparently, AEW Rampage isn't making it into 2025, so your guess is as good as mine. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting the warning. So the show is about to kick off. AEW going live. Be a friend, tell a friend. Blow this one up. We're climbing towards that triple digits. Don't forget, we got a super chat target, goal, bullseye tonight. So if you can help us hit the target, that'd be amazing as well. But we are off and running. And the dude in the front row, I love bruv. As we got the Death Riders walking into the building, or at least outside the building. Thank you, Daniel. In the news, Lee in trouble. All right, I'm curious. Can we not just see Mercedes again on TV ever? Paul, I'm with you, buddy. She's so bad. Now, can I ask anyone out there, give me your opinion. How do you feel about the main event of World's End? As we go from the Death Riders to Renee Paquette with Jay White and Orange Cassidy. I'm back. Hope school went well today, Roll Tide. Feel better. Thank you so much, Hannah. Do appreciate that. Daniel, feel better. I got that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Can we just got that one actually? Philip Brown, good to see you. Randy got you. Don got you. There was a report that Wesley was injured at a show over the weekend. Oh, okay. T's and P's. God bless. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Can you pause your AEW stream 15 seconds? Mine's slow. Sorry. We're just slightly delayed, my guy. We'll work on it. You sound like Nick. And truthfully, folks, the only reason why I tell you I'm under the weather is because the last couple of days I've been disappearing randomly doing this to everybody. So that's why. I'd rather not sneeze on screen. Woo, let's go. To be honest, it's a mess. It's a bit of a mess. And again, weird little details, right? Not very often a heel champion, assuming that Moxley's a heel, challenges everybody, right? Like usually the heel gets forced into that kind of situation. And in this case, he's like, I'll fight everybody. Fuck them. I'm not going to sell anything. But Adam Page here, and that will be the question. And for my money, and I might have to think about this heading into tomorrow and heading into our year-end awards, the 4 Lifeys will be in January, our annual awards, the Golden KJs, if you will. But Adam Page might be my MVP for AEW in 2024. He might be. If I think about it long and hard, he might be the guy that did the most. Happy birthday to the goddess Trish Stratus. Efren, we got Darby on screen now. So it looks like we're going to start the show with Darby and Ospreay. A bit of a soft start to the show, but we're going to get into the action pretty quick by the looks of it. This is a guy. This guy should be your champ. Will Ospreay should be the champ. He should have the belt. He should be in a marquee spot. He doesn't need to be in the Continental Classic. They don't need him doing this. You should be making this guy the face of your company. He should be on every poster. He should be on every call out. He should be the guy you build this entire show around. Maybe we are not getting Darby and oh, good job. Excalibur just gave away the finish, by the way, guys. So everybody's got 6 points. Darby's got 3. Brody's got 3, and someone had 0. Mortos 0. 7 for Okada. 9 for Fletcher. 4 for Garcia. 6 for Briscoe. And 3 for Benjamin, which is a travesty. Only 2 matches in, though. Darby for the win, unless interference. Now, remember, a minimal interference, minimal issues during a show, during the Continental Classic. Now we go to MJF. What are we doing? So they're telling us all the things that are happening tonight, but we're not really getting anywhere. And Excalibur, I know I told you guys I'm a little under the weather. Excalibur might also, because he's struggling at his job right now, as fucking usual. All right, more call-outs to what's happening tonight. Anna J. A lot of backstage promos start. Yeah, a little bit of a soft start tonight. Oh, up next, so we're opening. We're opening with the TBS title tonight. Moné or Anna. All right, folks. Put nobody in there. All right, folks, get your votes in. Who you taking? Who you taking? As we open the show, we're going to replay from New Japan Strong as Mercedes got a win in a gymnasium. She had a little dance-off with Mina. To me, it was a little bit Bush League, a little bit embarrassing. Like Sasha talks about what a big star she is. And you see that clip where there's like nobody there and the awkward dancing. Not even good dancing. Moné retains. That makes sense. I agree with you. Moné retains. I agree with you. Yeah, a little all over the place. A little all over the place. Mortos, let's go. The greatest MJF, 100%. King should have the TNT title and go on a long run. King should be an absolute monster on this program. King should be annihilating people. Like that vibe you get, you know, when we all go, oh shit, Jacob. When we see Jacob coming into the ring and we're like, somebody's about to get fucked up. That's how we should feel when we see King, Brody King. Like it really should just elicit fear in everybody. Did Anna Jay get a jobber entrance? Did Anna Jay get the jobber entrance? Anna Jay for the upset. No, not if she gets the jobber entrance. Did I just sleep through Anna Jay's entrance or did it not happen? What up, Charles? What up? What up? Oh, soon, my guy, soon. KJ, who cares about Moné? Nobody. There are some people that she has some fans out there, but she is not good in any way, shape, or form. Apparently, Camille not happy. A little bit, not fully what she said, but she is very like she hasn't shown anything, and part of that is because the storytelling lacks. So if you told a good story, her personality would come out, and she'd be able to show her personality. But because there is no real build, but ding, ding, here we go, folks. And only 40, wait, no way. 47% taking Moné, 23% taking Anna, and 30% taking nobody. So somebody's thinking we're going to dusty finish. Whoa. Alberto Del Rio is more entertaining than Mercedes. I don't like talking about that, dude. What a sad fall for Sasha. Shake my head. She don't care. Charles, she's like everyone else. Not everyone else, but like a lot of other wrestlers, I think, that have been over there. She's getting big money to do little work, and she loves it. She thinks she reads her own press clippings. She thinks she's a superstar. She thinks she's hot shit, and she's not. Physically, mentally, I almost want to say emotionally, but she is just weak sauce across the board. King versus Jacob, let's go. Anna slaps her in the face. Now, that being said, Mercedes recently had her best match in her AEW run against Statlander. Where's Statlander? Oh, we missed it. There we go. Recovered nicely, though. Nice fluffy boots. So 47%. All right. I'll close that one up. Why is the entrance ramp so short? Must be the venue. As the heel calling out to Eddie, like, again, counterintuitive. Where's MDB? He's missing his Mercedes. Yeah, where is the knee pad patrol? Toni Storm, he's probably at Costco or getting food or just fine. Toni Storm is pure gold. The new angle is amazing. Frank, I don't know how I feel about it. We'll talk about that later. Moné. Fact. Those fans are, in general, media. Here we go. Mercedes all day, every day for the win. My guy, we got to talk you out of this. Moné has a petite body. Yeah, she has the body of a teenage boy. Anna comes out of the good guy tunnel. Hope that's an omen for an upset. Did I miss her entrance? What did they do during her entrance? We love Anna Jay. There's the knee pad, please. The knee pad patrol. The knee pad Nazi? I don't know. We'll call it all the above. The final live AEW of the year. Let's go. The knee pad nightmare might have been better. Sasha Stanks is gonna win because she's the female Jericho. Facts. Second and third best match I've ever seen all year with Mercedes in New Japan. I watched it on Saturday. You thought that was one of the best matches of the year? Damien. Man. Whoa. That's a rough show, bro. Have you refused? Do you not watch any of the other wrestling we talk about? The venue's so small, they jump over the rope, they'll land in the locker room. Let's go. Mercedes tripped on Anna Jay on that frog splash. That's 2. So we get Let's Go Anna and CEO chants happening right now. And this becomes the problem. Your fan, you need clear and direct. Why is anybody cheering for CEO right now? Meteora from the second row. Anna Jay's entrance. As we get a picture-in-picture during a 2 count. Anna Jay's entrance got eclipsed by the package video of Moné in New Japan. All right, thank you. I thought we missed it. Don't forget equals phone Mone. Got it. If you were to ask everybody in AEW if they are truly happy, what percentage would say they are unhappy? That's a very tricky question, Hannah, because I believe a lot of people will say they are happy because they're currently making money. They're currently making very good money, and a lot of them are making better money than they can make anywhere else. So guys like Jericho, certain people are going to say very happy. Again, I think once you get them away from the contract, like we're seeing with Ray Phoenix, like we've seen with others, that, maybe it's not all hunky-dory. But as long as they're under contract, as long as NDAs are being signed, then nobody's got a whole lot to say. That quite the crowd chant for Mercedes, crowd with it right now. So. Better crowd than usual, actually making noise. Facts. So there you go. Doubled up. What do you think about 6 Raw superstars, SmackDown superstars moving to NXT 2025? Allin, again, I think there's a high possibility of a lot of people shifting around. Do I think it's going to be that many? I don't know. We saw Unholy Union show up in NXT. It will be very interesting. I could watch these false pins all day. Easy, bye. Easy. We are still in picture-in-picture, folks. AEW moving to a short arena coming 2025. So they are getting smaller. It's better for the business. And I know some people out there, maybe Tony's ego feels a little bruised by it, but it's good. It's going to make better shows. Better shows give you a chance to go back to bigger buildings. But booking huge buildings and setting them up for a quarter of its capacity and then selling half of that quarter, not good. Not good. Holds 4,200. Much better. I remember when they used to look forward to AEW. Now I get my crazy. I hear you, man. Again, Hannah, it's why we did this. We started this channel, or I started this channel to defend AEW. And a couple years later, here I am, and I'm struggling to find, enough ammunition to defend its honor anymore. World's End is the first AEW pay-per-view in the 5+ years where a ring is on the line. LOL. Unbelievable. There you go. Interesting. The whole Dynamite Diamond Ring thing, they to me, it all got, they messed it up. It was a mistake. I don't like how they did it. You do a battle royal that has no finish. Those 2 guys fight the following week to have a match in 3 weeks. Is AEW Dynamite going to 3 hours 25? I can't. It really can't. It would be really bad if it does, Eric. They will. There's been no talks that I've heard of. There's been no rumors that I've read about. Them going to 3 hours would be horrible for AEW. Not the fans, not me, but for the company. More and more people will tune the fuck out. TNT always randomly re-airs games and always have long-ass post-game. Interesting. Daddy Magic on commentary is not the best either, but Anna Jay in control right now. This is a little bit clunky. Sorry, Bum. Oh, she got her hand on the rope, hand on the rope. Crowd is kind of vocal. In 2025 is going to be held in empty blockbusters. I like it. To be in basements like Fight Club.
Wrestling for life.
Oh, hook it up. Thank you. Good to see ABJ. Let's go, AEW and a CEO. We're off and rolling. A pretty okay match right now. I don't think TK is going to let Athena out of the Ring of Honor. Probably going to be with the TV deal they might get for that show. What TV deal are they going to get for Ring of Honor, though, Damien? Honestly. You're going to end up on fucking Temu. Or Tubi, sorry. Fucking dumb. So Anna's got her hooked. The crowd on their feet. Oh, Sasha bit her arm. And the fans aren't sure what happened, but she bit her arm. Stoner! May the blood be with you, sir. And we go right into the crossface. It's fitting that she's using Chris Benoit's finisher. She killing shit. Not in a good way. Did anyone see that splash from Sasha? Yeah. Back into the crossface. Why would 6 WWE superstars go to NXT, the Farm Club? But again, it's not really viewed that way. And again, if you're on the main roster and you're not being used, going down is not a bad thing. We've seen it happen multiple times, Cherokee Georgia, and it could definitely happen. NXT is part of the transfer window. It's been made very clear. Yeah, 100%. All the damn time, Charles. She always bought a lot. Again, I think she spent time being insulated by Charlotte. I hate this finisher. And Mercedes gets the win. Not a very challenging match. It was okay. 3-hour show. Hell no. No. That's not good. That's true, RM. CBS Sports said Tony is open to 3 hours. Of course he's open to it. He thinks everything's fucking wonderful. He still thinks his video game's doing all right. I agree. Doesn't look great either. Some floor seats for tonight worth $93 a piece. Row K, is that high or low? I mean, if you're going to a WWE show, that's low. But in this venue, not bad. Are we in Sasha's hometown or something? She's actually getting some cheers. Yeah, we're not. And she dances horribly. She has zero sex appeal. Zero. Has Mercedes lost a fight yet? No, she has not. As we go to FTR at home, Sully from Monsters Inc. wins. Let's go. Her eyes were open, getting pinned. Jeez. Right? I hate the finisher. Tired of AEW's bingo card tournament. What's up, PS? How you doing? That match, it was okay. It wasn't terrible. Tad sloppy, but good match. That's a good way to put it, Roddy. Not bad. I'm not exactly excited. So now they're recapping the fact that FTR was kidnapped. I don't get it. Who has Mercedes helped elevate at this point? She keeps getting the spotlight. Nobody. But Tony thought she was a big deal. It was a big steal. We got her from the WWE. So he's overusing her. And that's all there is to it. It's not like she has great matches. If you were putting Statlander in there, if you were putting Willow in there, if you were putting Thunder Rosa, Deonna Purrazzo, the list of women that are better wrestlers than Mercedes is so long. Such a long list. But they're paying her. She's got the reportedly the biggest women's contract in history. So the Bucks got the biggest tag. Where are they? Tony just likes spending money. But ladies and gentlemen, here comes MJF. That was but still have more to go. Yeah. I mean, not a terrible start. A little lackluster. I feel bad for Anna Jay. Some sloppy spots in the match, but overall not bad. It looked like a lower card NXT match. She needs to lose that belt. She really does. Athena, please take the belt from her. I don't know what you're going to do with Athena. I think Athena is just going to ride out her contract in Ring of Honor and then maybe move on. I don't know. So we're just going to see Camille again. I don't know. I think I could be wrong, but Camille I think is legitimately hurt or I don't know. They put her on the shelf. I don't get it. MJF in his Hanukkah finest tonight. 0-1. Moné equals Rhea with overbooked. Fair enough. You realize Liv gets booked more than Rhea, right? Okay. Statlander wants a rematch. Statlander should get a rematch. Statlander was a good match, but what do you do with Camille? MJF with the low-hanging fruit again. I'm going to make fun of the local sports team. Great match. Great match. Oh, my guy. I thought you got to have better taste than that. Great. That's a strong word, my friend. Great. Moné uses the reverse belly to belly. MJF gives us a little bit of song. Justice for Leroy. Let's go. I was going to say something about Moné, but I'm going to be a good boy. There you go, JV. Be nice. Be nice. It was an okay match. Again, if it was in another place, it would be a low card match. I think I'm critical because of who she is and where she is on the roster, but it wasn't a bad match. It wasn't super duper. It was okay. I think it's AEW Friends and Family Night. Could be. As they are chanting for Santa. So lame. AEW needs to be more creative with the women's matches, and it will be nice to see a three-way match for TBS title. They need more than one match a week. They need more time. They need more story, which is the case for a lot of the show. There's got to be more there. I thought they were kidnapped. I guess they just got let go. I also thought Orange Cassidy was poisoned. Apparently not. But MJF is on screen, and now we're getting music. Is Mercedes ever going to defend that little purple? Yeah, I think she's defending it at Wrestle Dynasty. I think, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why she has that belt. Oh my God. Oh, he's giving us the Sarah McLachlan. Now that's funny. It's good. It's good. I like it. Oh, for as low as 10 cents a month, you can support a child in need like Little Yellow Adam Cole. I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. FTR said they are not coming alone. Dun, dun, dun. Is Edge ready? Is Edge back from his broken leg? MJF, the Scrooge of AEW. That makes sense for a lot of reasons. Mercedes Moné got that Deshaun Watson contract back. I almost said Danhausen. Here comes MJF, yes. She's on the yeah. Thought so. Thank you, Dale. Thank you. Steve. We got Adam Cole on screen. The Young Bucks are in New Japan right now. So is Kenny. I feel like they care. A lot of these wrestlers care more about New Japan than they do about AEW. AEW's in the shits and struggling, and their bigger stars, their EVPs, are elsewhere. So it's weird times. Yeah, is Edge ready? Somebody remind me, what pay-per-view did he break his leg? Is it been a year? FTR just got promos from their living room. Yeah, again, when you don't have to go to work. What's up? The boss CEO gimmick is so stale. It's like she is living in the glory of Sasha Banks. Again, lack of creative, and you don't evolve or grow when you don't have people pulling you along. And that's her biggest problem is, what does she do? She's a terrible promo. She's a terrible dancer. She's not a great wrestler. As Adam Cole's behind MJF. Fight! Backs with the Wizards. Well, yes, but it's cheap heat. And down goes MJF. No, they suck. They really do. I don't think the interest level in Cole and MJF is where it used to be. I will listen to anybody's opinion out there, but if you had told me 2 years ago Adam Cole and MJF are going to fight, I would have been jazzed. And just what has happened over the last calendar year since World's End last year, I just don't care. I want to. I like them both. But Adam Cole gets the upper hand, at least tonight. Santa isn't. Hey, we don't know that. Where's Krampus when you need him? Fact. Best crowd they've had in weeks. MJF says the same thing over and over. Yeah, a little bit. As we go to the qualifier, so we got this beef between Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart. This happened on Saturday while we were live. Anybody know why Julia Hart's mad at Jamie Hayter? Internet level is completely gone. Interest level is completely gone. Wow. But we got Jamie Hayter in the back right now, folks. That guy from The Simpsons, worst storyline ever. Homer Simpson, baby. He more looks like Todd Flanders. Cole, stop that horrible tanning spray. It's not good. But the weird thing with AEW is things that aren't supposed to be noticed. I mean, I guess they're trying to break down that the fourth wall. But I mean, talk to the audience and kind of pull the curtain back. But I mean, for my money, like we talk about MJF's hair plugs, we talk about the bad tan spray. To me, it just sheds light on like bad production, bad overall show when you keep pointing out this obvious shit that other people keep pointing out. He's still a little yellow. So Julia Hart came back on Saturday, and she will fight Jamie Hayter, not at the pay-per-view, not next week, but January 7th, 8th. Fight for the Fallen, the first Dynamite of the year. So we got to wait a few weeks for that. Again, you're doing a really good job of cooling things off. Small Yellow Child is a crazy work. And now we are getting a Kenny Omega package. Hey, I like this. Timu Becky, that's not nice. MJF used to feel so big. Now he just feels like a WWE reject. Ouch. Just like Taven and Bennett are going to turn. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Here's a question. When was the last time Taven and Bennett had a match? They are wrestlers, right? When was the last time Taven and Bennett wrestled? All right. There you go. So we get a little tease. The crowd's chanting Kenny. Kenny Omega will be returning. I mean, I think you had an opportunity for a big pop by surprising us. But Kenny already said he's going to be at Wrestle Dynasty. It's interesting, folks. As here comes Christian. Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne's mom's got it going on. And Kip Sabian just an extra hand in the whole mix. So up next, folks, tag match. I will take your votes. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? All right, folks, get your votes in. Who are you taking? Who are you taking? Who are you taking? MJF used to feel got that one. They haven't even been building AEW Wrestle Dynasty as a big event. Well, on the other side of the card, they have been like, and again, to me, at times, it feels like they've been building it up more than World's End. And we knew Kenny was going to be there. We think the Young Bucks are going to be there. We know Moné is going to put her title on the line there. MJF chose the easy route, staying in AEW in a small pond, did not want to swim with the sharks in WWE. I don't know if that's true. I'll be honest. But also, at the time, there's two things. One, Tony Khan was going to give him more money and probably did. Two, he was at the top of the heat. So if you're a main event guy, the idea of jumping and working your way up, which again, if you have enough, if you want to bet on yourself, fine. I don't fault him for staying. I do fault him and Tony for what has happened since he stayed. You took all that made MJF special, and it's gone. It's been minimized. Dark Heart, there you go. Happy. Having Hayter lose to Willow clean and be Hart's first match back, does Tony not like Hayter? Apparently, Hayter and Britt got beef. I don't know if that ties into anything. Hayter coming back on a pre-show. Hayter not going after the title that she lost due to injury blows my mind. Send Cole to the gym. What happened to Adam Cole? Should the pay-per-view be AEW The End? TK shut it down and restart possible. You Lady B, you're not wrong. In a lot of ways, right? Kenny Omega, I'm excited. But do you feel like you could have had a moment where you needed a baby face and Kenny returning as a surprise? You don't know that he's going to be at Wrestle Dynasty. You don't know when he's coming back, and he just appears. Is that not what you're looking for? I like that Kenny's coming back. They need Kenny to come back. But did they miss an opportunity? Hayter versus Hart set on AEW Max. Again, it feels weird. I don't know why Julia wants to beat up Jamie. I don't get it. I don't understand. And at the end of the day, you're announcing this match, and there's so much more to happen. You got this big Hammerstein show. You're going to do it there? No. You're going to do it at the pay-per-view? No. You maybe do it at Wrestle Dynasty just for shits. Nah, it's a bit of a forbidden door. But no, you're going to wait till Fight for the Fallen. It just feels so far away. How do they keep it interesting? I just got goosebumps. Kenny Omega, yep. Kenny hype package, Kenny Omega. Let's hope. I hope so, man. Kenny Omega, I wonder what Cornette thinks. Well, I mean, again, the guy's got to show up and show out. And sometimes Cornette doesn't want to give credit where it is due, but Kenny could help. I can't wait to see Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kid. That is going to be a banger. Yeah. We're more excited about Kenny fighting in another company. It blows my mind. But here comes MJF should bring a pressure washer to their match, and when Cole loses, he should spray his ass normal like what a Stone Cold spray Vince. I like it. Man, let me tell you, MJF just does not hit like he used to. I swear. He doesn't. He really doesn't. It's like you ever watch like a really edgy comedian, and then the comedian has a kid or has a couple kids and a family, and all like time changes, and all of a sudden they're not so edgy anymore. You turn them on, and you're like, oh, they're not like. That's what MJF feels like. Is he used to punch so hard, and he used to like coming out and calling Tony a fucking mark, and all that energy and all that piss and vinegar gone. Like now, oh, your sports team sucks. I did think the Adam Cole thing was funny, though. I will admit that. Too many turns at this point will make it feel like the movie scene where people go through different doors to find someone. Yeah. You're not wrong, Lisa. You're not wrong. Why do you think they announced this beforehand? AEW spoils everything. Yeah, I mean, again, is it a hope that if we tell you everything, then that will generate views? People will show up. We can't sell tickets or ratings by surprising you, but that used to be one of AEW's big things. Surprises. They surprised us a lot. Oh my God. Adam Cole debuts. He's here. 2 minutes later, oh, Daniel Bryan. Like they used to surprise us. But I don't know if it's a lack of confidence, if it's marketing, what the idea is, but we don't get surprised a lot from AEW anymore. Not hate, just fact. Well, Shibata gets the tag. Christian gets the tag. Big pop for Shibata, who Shibata was doing good. And that little, translator gimmick, but he went away. This is the first time I think we've seen Shibata in a few weeks. I don't know what you're talking about. Cheer for someone who's in another country. Gabe Kidd is showing up to attack Kenny. That makes sense. I'm okay with that. How are y'all feeling about Christian Hook feud? Not feeling it at all. Kenny Omega is the main guy in AEW, and him coming back can save. But is he enough? Is one guy enough to change the momentum? I don't know. Hook needs a manager to talk for him. He has no charisma. Yeah, I completely agree. He needs something. Cage wins and Hook gets the upset and joins with Cage. He's not joining with Cage. Kip Sabian looks like an attractive pool boy, Julio, who secretly you've been reading too many books, my guy. Michael Spikes, AKJ, if Mercedes Moné retains her TBS championship tonight against Anna, she did. I think she's going to lose. No, she's not going to lose. She's not going to lose at World's End. She's not going to lose at Wrestle Dynasty. She is one of Tony Khan's favorite prize little toys, and she is not dropping that belt anytime soon. Watch Mercedes will be 3 belts. Yeah, they're just going to keep giving her belts. Keep Shibata, throw away Hook. You're not wrong, Hannah. Shibata's good. I like Shibata a lot. Wait, Liv stands, find out Rhea actually won at Bad Blood via DQ, regardless who wins on the 6th. The feud is over. I'm with you, Misfit, as far as, and welcome back. I do believe that this is the finality of this. It has to be. They can't carry it to WrestleMania. You do this match January 6th. I think Rhea gets her belt back. I could be wrong. Liv's been great. But we'll see. I think they're setting up bigger things with Rhea versus, who knows? Could be Becky. Nick's mom, bigger than him. Nick's mom is the biggest person in the faction. She outsizes everybody in the faction. Christian Cage, Nick Wayne for the win. What did the chat say? 63% going Cage and Nick. See what I did there? I did it backwards. KJ went on signing big names. They have not increased viewership. Would you think AEW would have been worse if they had not signed them, or would it be the same? It all depends. I think because what ended up happening for Tony Khan was he brought in big names that ended up floundering, right? Like, that ends up being the issue. Like, you didn't do cool things with them. Even in recent memory, like a Ricochet. What has Ricochet done that he wasn't doing in WWE? If Ricochet had come in and, like, you know, won a title right away, had a big win on his debut match, that kind of vibe, it would have changed the. But so many guys came, and a lot of the people that came from WWE were older guys, and maybe that was part of the mistake. Instead of having so many older WWE guys that you're scooping up, or the Sarayas of the world that don't really bring. What has Saraya done for AEW ever? Nothing. But if you would have taken that money, that time, and invested it in training and developing the talent that you had, it might have done better. It might have been a better investment, Lisa, to help you build from within. If guys like Wardlow and Hobbs and even Darby, or, you know, you brought in Ospreay. I know you know, I like that signing, but you have a way. If you had taken all the money that you're spending on the 200 plus people you have on your roster and cut that in half and invested the money in your production, in like I said, your training, your development, your marketing. Marketing's been a big issue for this company. I think it might have helped them. I feel like a lot of that, of just signing everybody, was a little bit of the Eric Bischoff downfall and the WCW way of going about business. Never worked for any company. As we are picture in picture, if anybody's wondering, Christian Cage in control of Shabata, I believe. No, it might be Hook. Christian Cage, Nick Wayne for the win. Everybody looking orange. I mean, again, I don't know if they have like a mobile spray tan machine. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. If MJF takes his heel gimmick to WWE, it would be fire. I think to a degree, I think with better production and better, if MJF was going up a squeaky clean babyface like a Cody Rhodes, a Sami Zayn, now when that heel is saying things that are insulting and to the bone to a babyface, the crowd can't believe he said that. Boo. Think the heat like a guy like Dom Dom gets. Think what MJF could be getting. But the problem is, Adam Cole was a heel, then Adam Cole was a babyface, then Adam Cole was a heel, all within the same story, right? So sometimes, like just said, MJF makes fun of Adam Cole, and if Adam Cole was a pure run-of-the-mill babyface and had always been a babyface, yeah, hey, that's not nice. Instead, you're like, that's kind of funny. Get him. You need definitive antagonists and protagonists to make this shit work. And that's the one thing that WWE does very well, with very little exception. A lot of very clear cut, good guy, bad guy, and then you produce them in that manner. You behave in that manner. A lot of MJF stuff is watered down. And again, a lot of the reason why it's watered down is the people he's wasting his material on. I swear every Dynamite has some kind of themed name. I bet the Bucks come back when Omega does. Maybe. I have a theory that the Bucks, Omega, who knows who else, the Elite are going to reunite to take on the Death Riders. The only problem with that right now is the Death Riders ain't done shit. And not enough shit anyway. Hook! Hot tag to Shibata. Big kick. Shibata's good, man. Got Cage and Nick for the win. Makes sense. Wayne's mom has got it going on. It's true. True. Mercedes Hogan won again. MJF and Big Boom AJ promo would be hilarious. It'd be funny. The match would be good. I feel like AJ, I know I badmouthed the whole AJ on a pay-per-view thing. But after watching AJ MJF would feel like a classic WWF match. Right? Big baby face, big heel, over-the-top moves, big moments, the crowd oohing and awing on the punches. It's crazy to think. Kenny Omega versus Okada, that's the match they're building, is my prediction. If that is true, Damian, that is disappointing. If that is true, that will underdeliver in such a big way. You mark my words, and I will be the first one to admit it if I'm wrong. You can remind me that I'm wrong if it happens. But Okada's not the Okada he used to be. And the idea that Kenny's going to get a 5-star match out of Okada, I don't think so in 2025. If that's what you're building, Kenny Okada, nah. Not a fan of Omega, no selling ass. I like Omega. I will say this. There is a difference between New Japan Omega and AEW Omega. New Japan Omega will go through wars. We'll tear the building down. AEW Kenny is a little watered down. Tony doesn't know there's money in the surprise pot. That's the thing. And again, when your show has surprises, you force your audience to tune in. That's what used to happen back in the day. Back in the day being 4 years ago, right? 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. Shabata getting beat up by Nick Wayne. Hayter like Punk. That's why she's in the doghouse. Again, it's got to be more business, man. I think that's one of, obviously, Tony's biggest issues. Kenny Omega needs to save AEW. It's going to take more than one guy, guys. Kenny Omega will be in one segment, one match. You still have an entire show to fill. Shabata choking out Wayne. Wait. Kip distracts him. Hook's choking Kip. Christian slides in the back door. Close the eyes. Unprettier. Unprettier. I don't care what they call it. Nice. An okay match. Not a crazy exciting match because I don't care about a lot of this. Great finish. The heel got a heel win. I love it. AEW needed to make Omega a surprise return, come after Okada, go after rival John Moxley. I would have, one of the biggest moments in AEW history was John Moxley showing up and beating the shit out of Kenny Omega. True or false? If I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. For me, one of the best moments in AEW history, Moxley showing up and fucking up Kenny Omega. This is a chance to flip the script. Long-term storytelling. Don't tell us he's coming. Just do it. But it is what it is. There are exceptions. FTR says they're not coming alone, and then we see Omega hype. No, I don't think so. I'm more, again, someone's got to remind me, how long has Adam Copeland? I got to check. Adam Copeland injury. And remember, Adam Copeland's 50, guys. AEW, blah, 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 blah. appeared, however, due to uploading back in May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 8 months? Could he be ready? Could he be ready? The King of New York. King of the world. So we are getting a Chris Jericho vignette. Omega gets all this shit in. He really does, though. He's had some really good matches. A surprise return would have been an ideal, but they need to do something about getting people to tune in. Basically, to have them announce everything just to gauge the interest. Don, that's the catch-22. You're kind of right? If you surprise them, maybe less people are not paying attention. You got a valid point. Hayter was a punk girl. Too much for a loopy ending. I have to say something crazy. Are you guys ready? Maybe it's the fever. What they just gave us for Chris Jericho was good. Was okay. Jericho Cardona this Friday night. We will be here live, folks. I didn't hate that package. Again, we're following it with Bandito's package, which we'll see how that goes. Am I crazy? Was that okay? I think TNA 23 storyline is an invasion angle. Of who? What? 23 is an invasion. But by who? Help me understand, Michael. Show your work. Okay, it's the fever talking. Bandito coming back, by the way. We got to stop stacking all the vignettes together. One of my faves, MDB, Harley's on screen. What are we going to do? My favorite part of the show so far. Let's go. Right? Yes. AJ, I told you last week that they did with the Jericho was pretty good. I thought that whole I'm the King of New York and the way he did it, I thought it was all right. I didn't hate it. He wasn't being like over, like it wasn't, I don't know. Again, it didn't bother me as much as a lot of Jericho bothers me. I thought it was okay. Can't wait to see Zilla on Friday as well versus Jake something. That's a fucking meat match and a half, Damien. We want Harley. Hashtag let's go. Harley promoting merch. Harley's got talent, guys. I've been following Harley for a long time. Before she got to AEW, she's got a lot of talent. You just never get to see it. And she's kind of like a Chelsea Green when used. I know some people say, oh, she's silly or she's not. If you use her, again, those are the type of athletes and wrestlers you want in your company because they have charisma. They have personality. She can sing, she can rap, she can dance, she can wrestle. She shakes her stuff. Like, there's a lot that she brings to the table. You heard me. Bandito, Hangman Page, Keith, yes. And Jeff Jarrett was in a saloon brawl. No, put him in a faction, Ronan. But we are on a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. I will take a quick word from our sponsors. Be right back. There you go, folks. Go get your Wrestling for Life merch. The link is down below. Go check out our store. We got more coming your way. We just launched Zip Up hoodies. We do have the Wrestling for Life Army hoodies as well. Plus, we got caps, mugs, crop tops, drop tops, tank tops, and all the other drops. But a great Christmas gift. They are priced to sell. They are pretty much at cost just to move because we want to see people wearing them. Go get your Brunch with the Boys 2024 shirts. As they are limited time, they will come to an end. Let's be real. The Fuck Meltzer shirts are still there. Every one of those shirts that sell, all that money goes directly to the American Literary Society or whatever the fuck it is. But all that money goes to charity to help people read better. So yeah, go get all our merch. Go check it out. And again, remember, if you go to a live show and you bring a sign with our logo on it and you prove it, we'll send you a t-shirt. Mariah May on screen. This is something that I feel like AEW's been doing a lot is they kind of like stack their vignettes and like a bunch of promos together in the middle of the show. So we get like Jericho, Bandito, Harley Cameron, now Mariah May. Like it's a weird, like spread it out. Who is formatting this show? That's what I said. I'm sticking to it. Buy the match. Let's go. Buy the match. Buy the merch. Had a good time with my girlfriend and get to watch you kick butt, KJ. There you go. Shout out to you and Girly. Love it. Amen, brother. Where is Zion Quinn nowadays? Harley's husband. Yeah, we haven't seen Zion at all. Remember, it was rumored that he might be joining like the Bloodline at one point. MIA. Yeah, she just has that. Like some people just take the spotlight. She is that person for me. Like one of them on this show. And I think AEW needs to embrace and promote and push those people. And the complete opposite of everything we just said. Here comes Ricochet. Sorry, facts. They should have ran that. Yeah, that should be the Bandito package. What we're getting, the first ones, I find them silly. Again, maybe it's just I'm getting old and I don't. It just the Bandito, the first couple they gave us felt campy and they felt silly. That felt like, oh shit, this badass wrestler's coming. I was gonna say, do they actually sell the merchandise? Seems like it's all the show, it's all AEW stuff, and nothing for the wrestlers. Yeah, it's funny. Their merchandise and even their merchandise set up at buildings have been widely criticized in a lot of ways. Yeah. And before Ricochet can speak, we got company. Here comes the Hurt Syndicate. How would you feel if Jay White became the next AEW champ before Ospreay? I mean, in one hand, I love Jay White. I don't know if he's found a way to connect with this audience. But again, him being champ, it doesn't bother me. I would like to see Jay White. I mean, I don't love Moxley as champ right now for a lot of reasons. But does it set up Jay White and Ospreay? I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'd be pretty happy if Jay White got the belt regardless, but Tony Schiavone should not get in the ring for the interviews anymore. Wrestlers should just come out and grab a mic like they do on the other show. Tony gets in the ring to get kicked the fuck out of the ring every time. Let's go, Benjamin. Benjamin will be taking on Mortos, and I assume it will be next. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Anyone? Anybody? Ricochet should just join the fucking Hurt Syndicate. Let MVP do his talking. I'm with you. Exactly. Hurt Syndicate is here. Yes, they are. My prediction, yes, do it. If Bobby exhales too hard in the middle button of it, and Bobby grabs Ricochet by the face, oh, they rip up the card. Offer is off the table. I guess not. I think soon. Byron, I won't go too deep into this, but we saw Kyrie get taken out on Monday. I think Asuka will be her replacement. So the Hurt Syndicate punking out Ricochet. Acting scared, acting like a kid. Like he just got punked out. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Like a bad salesman. Hi, have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? That's what vibe Ricochet's giving me. Am I wrong? No offense to anybody out there, but is that not the vibe? Hi, how you doing? You know what I'm saying. Mortos, the guy gets to wear a helmet and use it. Yeah, it was awkward as fuck. Even the announcers. Ricochet definitely intimidated. Basically, code for Ricochet just got bitched out. You minister, they're close, JV. We're close. Yeah. Here comes more toast. I will take a vote on this one, folks. How we feeling? How we feeling? Who wins? This match is going to be way more competitive than it should be. Get your votes in, folks. Who are you taking? Why is it Shelton Benjamin? Mortos currently 0 points in the Continental Classic. That's just sad. We'll see what the thing is, and I will say this. Did Ricochet get bitched out? Yes. But if there's a response or a reason, then it works. But what is it? And how do you go from, if you go back a few weeks ago, Ricochet was all kinds of mouthy to the Hurt Business. So what changed this week? Where was that, I don't give a shit attitude that he had in the backstage promo a few weeks ago? Consistency is king when you tell a story. But MVP on commentary, and this commentary team is fucking awful, by the way. But MVP can talk his ass off, folks. Shelton, Mortos, let's go. Yeah, look. Stoner like Winter's Post, let's go. You got a new tattoo. Shelton for the win. Let's go, Mortos. Ricochet is really going to cost Benjamin the victory in the in the Morty the Beast win. That'd be crazy. Edge return early 2025, and he's not coming alone. I could be wrong. Now the rumor was Christopher, and I get You guys can tell me I'm full of shit. I read a rumor a while ago. Edge returns with Bryan and join FTR to take on Moxley and crew. That's what I heard. Give the match 5-10 minutes tops. Oh no, I'm nervous. I feel like we're going to go through 2 commercial breaks here at the top of the hour. Morty the Beast. What match of Ospreay's do you think has a possibility to draw with Darby or Ricochet? But everybody was talking about Ospreay Ricochet. There was a lot of buzz. Is that buzz gone now, Damien? And I'll put it out to the chat. Is the hype of, oh my God, we are going to get Ospreay Ricochet at that level, like on a pay-per-view level, did that buzz get worn away already? You guys tell me. Darby, Ospreay, I mean, we're getting it on tonight in a round robin. I don't think Will Ospreay should be in the Continental Classic. I don't. You might think I'm wrong, but I don't think he should be. Edge return early 2025. Got that one. I give this match 5-10 minutes. Got that. KJ ain't no stopping Shelton Benjamin tonight. Ain't no stopping. No. I'm sorry, Ricochet has 0 mic present. I like him, but he's never going to give him the mic. I actually, and I don't disagree with that. He's not a strong promo. We just talked about Harley Cameron having like this natural charisma. Ricochet could learn some of that. I think Ricochet's a nice guy. I do. Ironically, I feel very similar about Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley does nothing for me with a microphone. That's why you have MVP. That's why Ricochet with this group isn't a bad show. And again, the Hurt Business has to be dominant. The Hurt Business has to be kicking ass and taking names to remain a big deal. And I don't know if they're maintaining their momentum right now. Adam Copeland is making a movie, KJ. That's what I've heard. There you go. What movie? Why is Mortos on my TV so much lately? They love him. They love Morty. I don't get it. I don't get it. And the guy can use his helmet as a weapon. Oh, they knocked him out. No shit. Motherfucker came to the ring with horns. AEW, I really want to succeed, but they are so behind, and they just do not know how to make good matches or storylines. Or storylines. Listen, guys, I sit here every Wednesday with everybody. I really want this show to do well. I'm a big fan of AEW. I know a lot of weeks that people, especially in 2024, feel like I don't like it at all. But I don't like what they're doing. Like I said last night, I think with Nick, I'm disappointed. I'm not pissed off. I'm disappointed in a lot of what I'm like. Imagine right now, you're a casual wrestling fan, you're a relapse wrestling fan, and you're clicking through the channels at the top of the hour, and you stop like, oh, wrestling's on. And when you stop for a second, you're like, oh, I think I know that Benjamin guy. Is he fighting a dude with a fucking bull on his head? And you click away and you never come back. You're not turning your stars into stars. The guys who get themselves over naturally are being buried. And you heard me, buried. Shadow Charles. But it's just, you gotta highlight the good. And you gotta take this personal side, the nepotism of AEW, and push it aside. Because so many people in this company seem to have fragile egos. It's just killed this company. You couldn't turn Punk into money. You couldn't turn other guys into money. You have people like House of Black being underutilized. There is so much opportunity here. And the disappointment is seeing it. If this was Shelton Benjamin, Malachi Black right now, you might get random viewers sticking around to see what's up. Liv's character is not, dude, I really don't give a fuck about Liv Morgan right now, my guy. Honestly, go to another chat and talk about her. I won't lie, the show feels completely boring tonight. Feels very flat. Feels very one note, DJ Premier. Yep. Yeah, that buzz is gone as hell. Like, they're really cool. I love them. I think MVP's great. But I got Benjamin in a competitive match with more fucking toast. So now you're making me go about MVP and crew. They have no dream matches. They never, but a lot of what they called dream matches weren't exactly dream matches. So they were selling dream matches to a small pocket of dreamers. Right? A dream match is what a giant collective group of people want to see. And they weren't giving us that. Nobody wants the dream matches anymore if the feud sucks. You need story. You need feud. Mortos sits up like Kane. Shelton is shocked. Kick him in the face. Shelton looks so out of place with all this. Kiss. But everything from your commentator, your lead commentator sitting there wearing a mask, the fact that he's not even a luchador in any way, shape, or form, it hurts your company. Watching the wrong people in the wrong places hurt your company. Pushing the Hooks of the world and the Nick Waynes and the Yutas hurts your company. You got to promote people and use people that fans want to tune in to watch. The problem is Tony Khan is mentally immature. He is not a full grown. I'll say this, I've said it a million times. Tony Khan is older than me. But Tony Khan is entertained by childish shit because he grew up in a sheltered fucking life. So what he thinks is cool and what I think is cool don't connect. He thinks this is amazing right now. And I understand when some young fella comes in the chat and he's like, this is awesome. But for the average fan in your key demo, this is not awesome. Ospreay has turned into another Nick Jackson. You might have to elaborate on that, Byron. And it's over! There you go. Shelton, the right guy won. A bit of a flat match, though. KJ, I feel AEW so far is a solid 10 tonight. Great show so far. Michael, drugs are bad. Put them down. Put them down, my guy. You know, and I know, we all know this show is not a 10. Just seen an article that Edge will be joining up with Darby. Dun, dun, dun. We'll see. Why have they made Mariah versus Thunder Rosa feel like such a filler? It's weird. You brought Toni Storm back, and again, you have this big moment. And if Toni Storm has amnesia, why did she come back during the Mariah May match? Does that not imply that she knows that Mariah May beat her? You see the problem? Wouldn't she just randomly show up? But they're beating up Mortos right now. So they're trying to get heat on Mortos. You know Ricochet going to come back out, right? So, it sounds like the show sucks. Then Vance. Ricochet is a nice guy, but really, Ricochet, a nice guy. Really, KJ, what are you smoking? Ricochet is a nice guy, is he not? What's wrong with Ricochet? I mean, that Ricochet is. The guy on Twitter is a fucking idiot. Wait! What the fuck? Why is Danny Garcia here? They punk out Ricochet. So Danny looks so much tougher than Ricochet right now. And here comes Mark Briscoe. What the fuck? Mark Briscoe's in a completely different fucking faction. Like, yeah, Bobby, kick his ass, D-Mac. What have we done? Where's Roosh? We forgot about Roosh. Why didn't Ricochet come back? Ricochet tried to say he was better wrestler than Io Shirai, willing to die on that hill, and I got chewed out on the IWC. That's interesting. Why did Danny? Oh, this is what I'm saying about putting the wrong people in the wrong places. So Ricochet goes out to do a promo, gets cut off one sentence in. Now you're going to say, well, PJ, Danny's fighting Shelton, so Danny should have stayed the fuck in the back until next week when he fights Shelton. Yeah, I know, but I get it. I understand. But it's like, that is the problem. You got a badass like Bobby Lashley, you got a badass in Shelton Benjamin, and they're going to get in an argument with Danny Garcia? It doesn't work, guys. And out of all of this, Ricochet looks like the biggest bitch in the company. Mark Briscoe's great, though. Mark Briscoe's absolutely great. Why did Mark help? Again, mutual respect, I guess. And again, your TNT champion gets put in the Continental Classic, goes to a draw with Okada. Did he win his last match? I can't remember. He's going to probably lose to Shelton, I hope. Again, instead of having... Now, you guys can tell me if you disagree with me. But instead of having Danny in an angle for the TNT title, like if he was in an angle with, Hook or Nick Wayne or fucking even anybody, you pick anybody. But if Danny was in an angle with somebody and not in this tournament, then he wouldn't be getting like your brand new TNT champion who's he hasn't defended the TNT title that I can recall. And here he is getting the shit kicked out of him. It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. This is where you, as the booker, are hurting your product. Danny, is that guy in a bar that talks a lot and gets punched out? Yeah, 100%. The guy that runs his mouth. Like the first guy that gets a little too drunk too fast. Bobby getting his butt kicked. Huh? Nope. Yeah, I mean, again, just tell me if you would disagree with me. But those are the things that are driving me nuts about this. Danny shouldn't be in the Continental Classic. Danny should be building up that division, that mid-card TNT title division. But he's not. And again, Danny should not make a guy like Bobby Lashley or Shelton Benjamin nervous at all. Like he's the punk kid that gets just smacked upside the head by a grown-ass man like Shelton or Bobby. Let's be real. Danny Garcia since Full Gear has kind of been an afterthought. Exactly. Again, who booked this? Bobby Lashley has taken bigger... Exactly. And that's where I'm like, fuck. We literally just went from a match with Hook, who looks 12, and Nick Wayne, who looks 16. The biggest person in that whole angle is Nick Wayne's mom on ringside, who her fucking... I almost got myself in trouble. But again, outweighs both those men, probably combined. But you go from those little kids to these little kids, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Remind me, Ricochet tried to say he was better. Oh, yeah, that's Christ. Yeah, again, Ricochet on TV is Mr. Squeaky Clean Nice Guy. Clearly has a soft ego in real life. Danny is, got that one. And I get it, the CC tournament. But that's where you're not thinking big picture. And I agree with you, Willie, of why they did it. I just don't like that they did it. And again, Danny should have stayed the fuck in the back and waited for next week. Why was that not an opportunity for Ricochet to come back and say, I showed you, you bitched me out. I walked away because I was outnumbered. But now you're picking on Mortos, and I'm here, and Ricochet bangs out a couple moves, a couple duck unders, a couple drop kicks. Out they go, and you have a stare off between Ricochet and those two. But Ricochet's not in line for the next match. So Danny comes out instead with Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe's in a different faction who's busy with other shit. It's bad. Shelton looks much better with the belt. He does. I agree with you. That buried Ricochet. Ricochet got bitched out and didn't even get a comeuppance. Benjamin looked good with the title. Lisa, I could not agree more. Jack Perry, again, he lost the belt, so he goes the fuck home. Now, Ricochet in the back with Renee. So you saw all that go on, but you're going to do it. Oh. So they gave Ricochet more promo time. He looks like the guy that got bitched out and now is running his mouth. Oh, I would have totally got those guys. I would have totally. Oh, fuck. Tony apparently went back to. He went back to Japan. Interesting. Kurt Syndicate are more over than AEW's baby faces. It's true. And we got Swerve and Donna. No. Good for him. Why are they trying to create some kind of story between tournament participants? I don't fucking know. And the crowd goes wild, dude. Called him Trevor. So now he's getting pumped up by Swerve. But Swerve got the crowd lit. The biggest reaction of the night for Swerve in the back. They got to stop letting Ricochet talk. Cornette is right. Lazy booking, messy booking. It's called long-term storytelling. It's genius from Tony Khan and AEW. Mike, I think you're trying to stir my crank, so I'm going to pass on you. I guess since Danny versus Shelton on Collision is TK way of a build. There you go. The crowd went wild for Swerve. Imagine they would have done that in the ring instead of in the back. Now we got Toni Storm. Now again, I have questions. You tell me if I'm crazy. You tell me if I'm hating. But help me understand. Toni Storm has amnesia, but just happened to come out during Mariah May's match. I just wanted Toni Storm to be Toni Storm. The crowd exploded. Yes! How did someone get pumped out twice? The man's looked at him and called him Trevor. Well, they are, what does that mean? I already see. But see, this is the weird stuff, Daniel. And guys, again, the chat is wide open if you disagree with me. The guy that got the biggest pop on the show tonight was in the back. Do you see, like, my dilemma? If Swerve's music hit at some point tonight and Swerve came out, even for that little moment. So if you did this, Ricochet's in the ring, and then Swerve shows up, and Swerve and him have a back and forth, and then the Hurt Business come out and have a match, and then you set up Danny and then it's not all messed up, and you have two stories. But you wasted your best pop of the night on a guy that didn't even come out to the ring. I hate what they're doing with Toni Storm. I'll be 100% honest with you guys. Yeah, no, she doesn't remember anything. She doesn't remember anything. It is so fucking dumb. Portrait of a rock star. I thought Toni Storm was coming back just to be Toni Storm, badass wrestler who fucks people up and wins matches. Now they have her with amnesia acting like an idiot, and we know she doesn't really have amnesia. It's not fucking good. It is more childish bullshit from this company. As we are heading towards the next match, and here comes Ospreay. I'll put this one up. I forgot to take the last one down, but 88% were right, thankfully. Who voted for Mortos? This shall be interesting, folks. Who you got? You got Ospreay. You got Darby. Who you taking? That was weird as fuck. You guys let me know. It doesn't, like, you went from timeless Toni Storm. You got rid of the gimmick, which, again, a lot of people really liked. I felt like other people felt it had gotten a little stale. She loses the belt, she goes away. But again, you want to make me believe? You bring her back in a segment, like you bring her back when Mariah May's in the ring and stare down Mariah May, but you don't have a recollection of anything. Well, that doesn't make sense. Then why did you come out and stare down Mariah May if you have amnesia? Fucking bad. KJ, Tony Khan is watching Russo booking in TNA. Used to do this with Eric. Yeah. That's not wrong. It was bad. That was a weird minute. Yes. Toni Storm versus Mariah May predicting after Wrestle Dynasty. But why would you bring back the former champion the way you did and then give the title match to someone else? Why does Toni Storm not remember? This is fucking bad. Toni Storm might as well go back to getting cake shoved in her face. Very small arena. Good energy in the building, though, Mega. It's so bad. If I hear another wrestler talk about all they want to do when they were a kid is wrestling, I'm gonna fucking throw up. Yeah, I'm really over, like, I'm just so proud to be in this company, and this is my dream come true. Like, what happened to all the badasses? Like, I just want to fuck some people up. I just want to fight. I want to kick ass and take names. What happened to those guys? I don't remember any promos or many promos about, like, this. It was all about you. It was supposed to be about you. I want to be the best. I want to be at the top. Like, I deserve this. So fucked up. But to me, they are destroying Toni Storm. Will Ospreay gonna bury Darby? I don't know how this one's gonna go, folks. But we are off and running what could be the match of the night. What you're gonna follow it with a very unexciting main event, which is unfortunate. 83% of the chat taking Will Ospreay. Makes sense. I'm with you. Toni Storm was so working. Why kill it? I don't get it. I understand why you put the timeless Toni Storm thing to bed. That we can debate all day. But when you put it to bed, when she came back out last week, and Nick and I talked about it, if she was back as badass Toni Storm, the Toni Storm that made her name on the indies, that is just a really, really good professional wrestler. Okay? And I'm telling you guys right now, he's not here tonight. But if Nick supports the new Toni Storm, he has to support Wendy Chu. Because you can't say Wendy Chu's dumb and watch that amnesia bullshit and say it's not also dumb. So y'all remember I brought that up. I believe that the 80s movie was called Overboard. Yes, Goldie Hawn. Yes. She has a birthmark on her right butt cheek. Yes. Good evening, Brandon. Just got back from my town's basketball. There you go. I hope it went well. There are too many happy to be there people in wrestling these days. I want some pot stirs. Yes. I want people that have an ego, that have an attitude, that, Stone Cold didn't come out to the ring and go, I'm just so grateful to be in this ring. It was, this is my fucking ring. This is what I do. I kick ass. I take names. That's what I do. I only have two things to do tonight. Chew bubblegum and kick some ass. And I'm almost all out of bubblegum. That's it. Why is it not the main event? Because the world champion is in the main event against his three competitors at World's End. So that is your main event, setting up the main event for World's End, though this match, highly more entertaining. I'll tell you that. I guarantee it. I bet you one of my toes off my left foot. Maybe in 10 years, former AEW wrestlers will do shoot interviews. It won't be 10 years, Hannah. You're already seeing it. Ricky Starks, Ray Phoenix. The more contracts that expire, Jake Hager, the more contracts that expire, the more shit you're going to hear about this company's internal processes. They're being sued by several people. It's getting worse and worse and worse. But Darby takes out Ospreay. It's too many shills instead of people willing to claw their way to the top. How it used to be. Yes. This match better cook. It can't help but cook. I'd be shocked if it doesn't cook, Charles. Oh my God. Darby down. I like Toni Storm's gimmick. It's like a bad 80s movie involving amnesia. But why? Why does she have amnesia? And again, why can't she just be fucking a good professional wrestler? Like, again, what would the fans be saying on the internet right now if Becky Lynch comes back on Monday and she has amnesia and forgets everything and is walking around, hi, I'm Becky Lynch, nice to meet you, GDD. What would the fans be saying? Let's be real. Let's be fucking real. What if Charlotte Flair comes back on Friday and can't remember anything? It is dumb. It is fucking dumb. Everybody in this company is doing stupid, childish shit across the board. You had a chance. She just came out of a campy gimmick. Why would you take her from a campy gimmick and put her in another campy gimmick? You might as well just stay timeless. I do. Let's go. There you go, Lisa. Because they want to do that match in Australia. Oh, so again, you only get a one chance thing? You can't build? It's the same people that say that kind of thing, Misfit, that are like, oh, they wasted Seth and Punk. That was supposed to be a Mania. What, they can't have a rematch? They can't have a series? They can't do 3 matches? It's crazy to me. KJ, you think Ricochet is act like the male Mercedes Moné? Less arrogant. Less, he doesn't give that. I know online, if you ignore that shit, but on the show, he doesn't feel as pretentious as Mercedes. Actually, Ricochet could use a little bit of attitude that Mercedes has. He comes off very soft. He comes off very weak in all his interactions. Wait, I thought you were... No, I'm not joking. I wish I was fucking joking. I'm guessing this match is going to go 30 minutes. No, we got a main event. I think Toni Storm gets the... Yeah, but again, Toni Storm returns against Mariah May, but can't remember having an issue with Mariah May. You see where there's a disconnect in the storytelling? Comes from a next maker. And then again, know who I feel bad for? Thunder Rosa. Yeah, ringside holding up signs. She's an afterthought, the whole thing, but gets a filler fucking match at World's End. Does anybody think Mariah May is going to lose the belt to Thunder Rosa? I don't. Surprise me, Tony. Imagine Ospreay versus Javon Evans, man. Oh, man. Javon's got a lot of upside. Be a very bouncy match. I'm so over Darby. He does know point is not hurt your opponent, not yourself. He knows the whole point is not, okay, got you. I'm not sour on Darby. I like what Darby brings to the table. Again, I think for me, what you want from Darby is if Darby is going to attempt suicide on a weekly basis, it should mean something. You know what I mean? Like if he's going to go and jump off everything, make it count. Like Jeff Hardy jumped off ladders, but it was in a TLC match for the world title, right? Like you didn't have Jeff Hardy on Sunday Night Heat jumping through fucking furniture. Thank you, Hannah. Darby's curled up in the fetal position. It's spinal. It's one of the bifidas. He's got one of the bifidas. AEW chants from the crowd, though. Let's go. Did you say Ray Phoenix had canceled a Friday visitation signing? I had not seen that, 316. Thank you. Yeah, it definitely hurt. This is awesome. You're right about that, Robert. Ouch! Where's Luther? You think that Luther would help her out, but I guess she forgot him too, like we all did. He's back. He's back. Mox watched Overboard. I love that movie. I like Austin's ECW promo. Everybody did. Oh, I've changed that, but it has become infamous nowadays. Papa H, Bookstore, good. Vince didn't. That is the truth, though, guys. 2. Rhea Canales is on that list, too. What list? What list? Goldie was hotter than her daughter who couldn't act at all. Oh, wait a minute. No. You take that back. You take that back, Tony. This Kate Hudson is gorgeous and is in one of my favorite movies of all time. Goldie. Yeah. We won't forget. We will make Nick accept Spooky Tooth. I'm not saying people have every right not to like something. But if you're going to get behind and go, oh, I like this. This is good. And it's stupid. Then you can't shit on the other stupid stuff. You can't. If you can have amnesia, you can have narcolepsy. I don't give a fuck what you say. Ospreay has to kind of play up the heel side for this one, even though the crowd's cheering for him vigorously. Oh, brutal. You shut up. I love Kate Hudson. On the Tony Khan just never called me back to talk about my contract list. Oh, shit. Yes. That list is getting fucking longer. Will Ospreay beating the shit out of this kid right now. I'm still here, folks. I'm still here. Thank you for bearing with me tonight. Been a fun one. See my forehead shiny. Sweating here. Don't forget Jeff Hardy jumping on a taxi cab as well. Again, if you're going to do big spots, they got to mean something. They got to lead somewhere. That's all. I love what Darby is a ball of energy. He acts like he's made of rubber. He actually reminds me of one of my brothers when we were growing up. Very Darby-esque. Always jumping off shit. Always hurting himself. But again, it all means nothing if you just do it for the sake of doing it. They went to private party and now they are buried. And they will be buried until somebody Tony Khan likes comes back. You do. What a match! What a match! The tag titles are irrelevant. The tag team division is irrelevant. But this is a fun match, folks. There you go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You got to learn how to split your attention, my guy. We appreciate you for giving us the Michael Jordan flu game. You got to put down those fucking championships no matter how you feel, bro. The crowd is loud. This match is really good. It really is, Anthony. It really is. Really good match. And again, I like the venue when it's a little more full and the crowd feels louder. The crowd feels more involved. And the crowd's very much into this. I feel bad that the main event has to follow this. And we're going to get the Styles Clash! On the apron or on the floor? On the apron or on the floor? Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Styles Clash from the apron to the floor. Will grabbing his leg. Yeah, AEW lost their top draws, and WWE have implemented to their advantage 100%. AEW was all right tonight. I find that AEW was very flat up until this match. Like a not bad, just very like average, like very across the board. The Sasha match didn't tickle my fancy. Thought it was okay at best. Very, very kind of flat. And then Tony's been doing this weird thing where he has like 20 minutes of vignettes and interviews in the middle of the show. I don't know why he's doing that. Didn't love the Ricochet stuff. Mortos Shelton was okay, pretty good. Better than some other things. This match is absolutely cooking, though. How would you put Kenny Omega return to AEW if you had the pen? Kenny has got to come back and be a top guy. Kenny's got to come back and go after Moxley. I don't know if you've done enough. Cutter! Let's go. Let's go. But Kenny, I don't know if Moxley's done enough for it, but Kenny should be coming out and going after the top guys. Go over Stormbreaker reversal! Darby after taking all that punishment. DDT. Reverse DDT. Coffin drop on the back. I like it. Another coffin drop. No way. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit. Darby Allin just pinned Will Ospreay 1, 2, 3. Everybody has 6 points except Brody King and Commander. Darby Allin. Oh, give me Omega versus Ospreay and take my money. Yeah, but you got to make it count, though, Damian. Them just doing it because they want to do it isn't enough. But here comes Moxley and the Death Rider. Styles Clash on the... What just happened? Main event is going to have a dead crowd, maybe. As the Death Riders are coming out with Darby still in the ring. Darby beats Ospreay but loses to Claudio. I mean, great. I mean, for all the fans that freak out about Naomi taking a loss or, oh, they buried X. How do you feel right now that Darby beat Will Ospreay? I think it's fucking crazy good. I'm shocked. But is that, I mean, considering I didn't even think Ospreay should be in this tournament, him losing straight up, no bullshit, no distraction, nothing, it blows my fucking mind. None. But I want to see all the fans that freak out about burying people, what they have to say about their superstar, the face of their company, or at least the guy that should be the face of the company, eating on a random L on a Dynamite. Yeah, Ted Crowd up next. And now we get Ricochet versus Ospreay on Saturday to see if Ospreay could bounce back. Well, I can't imagine he's losing 2 in a row. I can't. People want to throw the Hogan crap around the booking of Darby. But he's not. Darby's eating a lot of L's. Darby's got his ass kicked a lot. The problem is, like, that match tonight was great, and it could have gone either way. I'm good with it. I'm a little shocked that it wasn't another way to get there, but there you go. Anthony, 5-star match. I thought it was a really fun match. Match of the night, maybe match of the week so far. I'm trying to think of other matches that happened this week. Death Rider's coming. Yeah. Pause. Great match. Huge upset. Main event's going to have a dead crowd. Darby beats Ospreay but loses to Claudio. I'm confused. I don't get it. Beat him clean. I don't get it. Again, I'm trying to be positive. Look, by this logic, Brody King should be undefeated in this tournament and lose to nobody. Not often I don't react to a win, but my God, that was shocking. None of the booking makes sense. I mean, again, I asked them to surprise me. That surprised me, man. That shocked me. The main event will be quiet, I bet. But we'll see. We'll see. If Darby can beat Ospreay, he's going to beat Moxley. He's not even involved with the Moxley thing. Do you remember he ran his car into Moxley at full gear or into Moxley's pickup? And we forgot that it happened. We just went about our business. Blows my mind. Absolute banger. That I will agree with. The match earlier was not great. That was a fun match. That was a really good match with a surprise ending. I'm kind of torn on how I feel about Ospreay eating L's, but Ospreay will be fine. A great match. An absolute great match. The main event is up next. It will be a trios match. It will be Moxley, Pac, and Yuta taking on Jay White, OC, and Adam Page. You might undo some of the energy you just built up. Darby beating Ospreay is shocking, but in reality, is it? Darby's going to be world champion before Will, as TK loves him. That's a very interesting point, Brian. AEW has lost more talented wrestlers than actually signing. Only going to continue. But the Death Rider's at ringside right now, folks. Claudio was looking swole as fuck, yo. Yes. Here comes Switchblade Jay White. I can't believe Darby won. That is insane. Hell of a match. Win. Death Riders. Or the other guys. Or nobody. All right, folks, get your votes in. Who you taking? Who you taking? Who you taking? Darby didn't need to beat Brody King either. This is where I struggle. This is like where I kind of struggle is, again, Darby, Jack Perry, Wheeler Yuta, Danny Garcia, like all these tiny little guys. Like I struggle sometimes. But Darby is one of your upper echelon guys. I thought Darby would be getting a title shot with. It felt like they were building Moxley Darby, and now we got this weird fatal 4-way. But, I mean, let's be real. I told them to surprise me. I told them give me good matches. That was a hell of a match, and I'm definitely surprised. I just don't know how I feel about. I want to protect Ospreay. I want Ospreay to be at the top of the mountain. I mean, again, Ospreay will be fine in the long scheme of things, but it's just crazy. That was a fun match, but if Darby can take a coffin drop to apron and clash to the floor, yet still won, kind of makes Ospreay look a bit weak. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Willie. Again, when you get smashed like that and just bounce up, but is the argument, well, that's Darby's gimmick, is he takes a beating and keeps on ticking. But Paige and Jay White not getting along already. Paige going to start the match off, folks. Get your predictions in. 41% taking the Death Riders right now. Ospreay losing a lot lately. I think I'm thinking we're not there yet, Roddy. 7, maybe, I don't know. KJ, please tell me why I have Ricochet versus Will match on Collision when it's delayed for football. Just wait for a Dynamite. Again, if you want me to take the Continental Classic serious, don't put it on Rampage. You can put it on Collision, but kind of pick your spots, right? They're hoping that people will watch Collision just to see that match. It's not going to help. I agree, Robert. That was absolutely shocking. Now, you're a big AEW fan, Robert. Thumbs up or thumbs down on Will Ospreay taking the L? I was shocked Darby won. They had make the tournament interesting. Well, everybody's got 6 points in that league, so except Brody and Commander. The Darby's off and running. Down go the Riders. Ospreay will be a world champion 2025. Oh, that's not the boldest prediction, my guy. Why are Monsters opponents teaming up against when they couldn't coexist last week? Can they coexist together? Pardon me. Can they coexist together? We're gonna find out. I got the meth buyers for the win. That's funny. I feel like Moxley stole what they brought the Hurt Syndicate into AEW for 100%. Well, Moxley's doing this whole thing, like this whole cinematic. I'm stealing from like foreign movie vibe. The problem with the Moxley thing that I'm struggling with is they haven't exactly have an episode where Moxley fucking takes over the show, where they fuck everything up. But it's been a little lackluster. Darby looked awesome. Darby looked like Darby for sure. Nobody for the win. The crowd's hanging in there, guys. I would hold my breath on Darby beating Moxley, as TK loves Moxley a lot more than Darby. I wouldn't say a lot more, but he does love Moxley a lot. Nobody rules, nobody wins. It was King that defeated Allin. True. Right? Yes. 35% taking the Death Riders, 32% taking the other guys, and 32% taking nobody. It was pretty fucking even split, folks. I feel like Marina should also be wearing a white tank top shirt. I don't know if I can. Yeah, it's 2025. We got to be careful. Got outer guys for the win. Outer guys I like better than other guys, Dale. Moxley and his fake ass Kim. Now Jay White and Paige arguing. The ref is getting in the way. The Death Riders are just on the outside looking in like, what the fuck? And Paige walks out. Minutes in. Didn't even give it a shot. Thanks, KJ. Good show as always. Good night. All hit the like. Roddy, get some rest. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Taking nobody because something is going to happen to make it nobody wins. No one would blow my mind now. Darby comes out and takes Adam Page's place and gets another pin. Nobody wins here. What pay-per-view is after Wrestling Dynasty, KJ, and AEW? It would be Revolution, if memory serves me correct. I believe it would be Revolution. Say we want a revolution. Unless you count, I mean, again, Grand Slam Australia, February 15th, Wrestle Dynasty, January 5th, and Revolution, March 9th. So a little bit of a lull. Then, of course, All in July. Let's go, nobody. No contest. Death Riders for the win. Will they cooperate? Cooperate? It's 8:52. Yes, it is. 8:52. Wait, 9:52. You must be an hour behind. Can they coexist, team? Yeah. I think Darby versus Moxley happens in Australia. But why? AEW loves its all-star tags. It really does. TK learning from Vince, LOL, KJ. Will they win together? Uh-huh. Jay White needs the title. TK's tiny guy crew always get pushed. Yeah, they love the little guys. I wonder if it's like a TK thing where he can't like those are the guys he's comfortable talking to, like other little guys. The big guys kind of intimidate him, so he books the little guys better. I don't know. The L doesn't bother me. He seems to lose to the right people. That's a valid argument, and it was a really good match. And again, I was shocked. So, I mean, I think I'm okay. But the Death Riders versus Contra unit, I am taking Team Contra. There you go, Chris. That big AEW MLW crossover. I see Jay White eventually being world champ in AEW. Why not? Absolutely. You signed him to be a world champ. I just noticed this. AEW went away from the cracked AEW logo letters to a more clean and network logo feel. That's true. I'm not saying TK is following WWE's lead, but it kind of feels that way. I think that in a lot of ways, Boston, Tony might not be, I mean, again, he might be relying on people. And it was funny because earlier today, I was having a conversation about graphics. And I feel like the people doing the graphics at AEW lack. A lot of their graphics are basic. I know they get them from similar programs that I use. It kind of makes me laugh. Kind of makes me want to hijack their shit. But I think because WWE is a bit ahead of the curve, and they've done so much, it's hard not to feel like they're not mimicking a little bit. I like the logo change. I like this logo, like the overall Dynamite logo, better. What I feel like is they didn't come up with a whole theme, a whole presentation that kind of fits together. Like if you look at our Wednesday night streams, it's like purple, orange, green. You know, it's that multi-color. It's Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. It's TK in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. That's what it feels like. It's just, like very much with the WWE, it's red, blue, silver. Like, I wish it was a bit stronger, but there's not many options left for AEW. So you're right. It is cleaner. But again, because they are behind the eight ball, it feels like the other companies doing all the innovative stuff. Right? Like, okay, we're going to HBO Max, woohoo. Well, they're going to Netflix and they're making a huge thing of it. Like, again, they just, no matter what they do, they feel slightly behind. They got to find a way to get ahead on something. And I think part of that is real quick, and we even see it with the match booking. Tony Khan being a wrestling mark like us, he's going through the history of wrestling to be inspired. Right? We'll do a bunkhouse brawl. We'll do a state like he goes to the well. He's going to Vince Russo booking. He's going to WCW 90s booking. All the shit I grew up on because me and him are very close in age. He grew up on, and that's what I think. Like he's got to get out of the habit. He's got to stop looking backwards for inspiration and start looking forward. Sorry, that was a very long-winded answer and ventured into a bunch of things. But the main event still goes on. Huge suplex by Jay White on Pac. Can somebody tell me what is good about Jon Moxley? I think he is super terrible. I don't know. I'll leave that to the chat. Anybody tell me something they like about Jon Moxley? By the way, Jay White's all by himself, I believe. Oh, no, OC's trying to get up. And I do appreciate everyone being here tonight, as always. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow. We do have the best of 2024. Kind of it's the dirt sheet debate, a loose topic, but we're going to go through some of the best stuff that happened this year. Oh, DDT. Yeah, I think Moxley sucks, just for the record. I know, shocker. But he doesn't sell anything. His storylines are shit. His promos have been the same for 5 years. I was pumped when Moxley came to AEW. He just, again, there's no evolution. Right? This is where Nick breaks out the song usually. Big DDT from OC. That would make sense, Richard, trying to look more professional. Yeah, for sure. Less indie, yeah, probably a request from Warner Brothers. I mean, I'm curious if it was, or maybe someone, I don't know. We don't know, but clean it up, make it look more TV presentable, right? And again, I think with Warner's or anybody else, the goal is to be mainstream, to be accepted by the larger audience. Then you change the logo and all your content is indie-rific, so it's a tough one. Yes, he did walk out. False storyline, trash. Yeah, Mr. No Sell. That's what the one thing that bothers me the most about Moxley. And I know a lot of people talk about his no selling, but it's like it's not just no selling moves. He no sells entire moments, entire matches. Like Blood and Guts, when he was just sitting there and looked completely unamused, like, oh, I'm done here. I'm just going to sit and wait. And he didn't eat like nothing. It looked so bad. And the thing is, he's not this big badass in real life. Orange Punch! Paige mad at Orange Cassidy, fucking up the buckshot. One thing I like about Jon Moxley, he was in the Shield. Back. Best thing about Mox, Renee. Facts, Brian. Good old Canadian. Dean Ambrose. These answers are amazing. I mean, he's a great promo. That's it. He can be a really good promo misfit. I just find I've heard it. I'm gonna crush your bones. I'm gonna drink your blood. I'm gonna eat your face. You know, I get it, dude. AJ, we like the long-winded answers. Thank you, MDB. Sorry, I laughed and my chest hurts. Jay White and Adam Page get an argument, but Adam Page left, came back. They're arguing, and while they're arguing, OC gets rolled up. And that's over. The crowd doesn't cheer. The crowd doesn't boo. The crowd just goes, oh. Now, who's the legal man? I had no idea. If you see one Jon Moxley match, you've seen them all. Facts. Oh, that was funny as shit. It's safe to say that Khan will not be Booker of the Year again. Facts. Moxley is a badass, damn it. He survived the exploding sparkler match. Now Moxley on the apron with a chair. Pac, Claudio. I think Yuta's still hurt though. And the three competitors in the middle of the ring. We got to fight. How long? I don't know. They never told us, bro. That's a great question. I don't know. If anyone out there knows, let me know. I'm going to 100%. The Hurt Syndicate aren't doing anything much different than what they were doing in WWE. Yeah, same with Ricochet, same with others. Again, you're like, oh, we're going to come here and we're going to do so much. Then next thing you know, Shelton Benjamin's fighting Mortos. Even CM Punk, man, back. Revolution. Yes, thank you, Christopher. Okay, we get a bit of a scuffle. 5 minutes after the hour, folks. That will be the end of the show tonight. I will take a rating out of 10, as we always do. Moxley, Shafir leaving, Claudio leaving, Hangman seething, OC stretching, Jay White hiding. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It should be Darby. It should be Darby, new character, where he uses his brain and saves the high risk stuff till he needs it the most. If you know what, if Darby, I mean, this sounds so weird, but if you kind of know like that evasive style that like a Leo Rush or some of the other small guys, like a Nathan Frazier, bring to the table, where a lot of avoidance, use your speed, drop kicks to the ankles, that kind of shit. And then you hit the high spots when you need to hit the high spots. I think part of the problem. What was that? Okay, anyway. Sorry, it was a weird ending to the show. But yeah, the show is over. But yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, there is a way to do it. And I think part of me is like Darby crashes to the floor, crashes to the apron tonight, and you're like, oh shit. But he's done it so many times. Are you that like, oh shit about it? Nobody. That makes sense. Richard trying to look more professional. Got that one. So let's roll down. All right, folks. What do you got? It's safe to I got that one. Who's the legal man? Nobody had a clue. All right, 5-1. There we go. 6 out of 10. That seems reasonable. Why is Adam Page such an emotional meow meow? You listen. At least he seems to give a fuck. It might be a little meow meow-ish at times, my guy, but at least he seems like he cares, and that like it stays. Where like a guy like Moxley or others is just like, that happened. So I mean, I do. There's some stuff. Again, I think Page might be AEW's MVP, not the other MVP, but Page might be the best guy in 2024 for AEW. I don't know. We're going to debate it tomorrow, but Page has been consistent. Jay White should have went to WWE. That's easy said, but again, you have your reasons. I don't know what his were. I can't fault the man for making the choice he thinks best, but it would be curious to see, right? But again, it's so hard. Imagine you had a chance to go to WWE and they're offering you X amount of dollars and you got to start in NXT and da-da-da-da-da. But this guy over here is offering you triple that and you go right onto the main show. You work less dates. You'll work when you want. You can turn down both. Like, I mean, it's so hard to say for us that you would turn that down. Who does Moxley pin at World's End? How do the three men? Jay White? It might be Jay White, Damian. It might be Jay White. I've been calling out John Moxley's bullshit since Mitch the Planet on SmackDown. All right. That ending sucked. It was ridiculous. If you had Hangman and Jay White fighting on outside of the ring, and you should have Hangman leave and then come back. But if you had Hangman and Jay White fighting, like arguing on the outside of the ring and the pit happened in the ring, good. They were 2 feet away. You didn't hear anything? You didn't really? That's a little stupid. The next week's show, taped or live? I believe it's taped. We won't be here. If anything, would you say that AEW Dynamite wins worst televised show of the year? Hannah, it depends how you want to splice it. Technically, Rampage is going to take that honor. But if you want to go just weekly, regular, like A shows, yeah, Dynamite might come up on the short end this year. I don't know, but probably. Tape, yep, definitely tape. Swerve and Samoa Joe. Yeah, I don't think they're going live on Christmas Day, guys. I think next week is Christmas Day. Anybody? Swerve and Samoa Joe, I feel like, are the only people who benefit from leaving WWE. Joe would have done Joe no matter where he goes. Swerve is one of the ones where like he's really made himself count. And again, he got the biggest pop of the night and he didn't even come out to the ring. 5 out of 10. Thank you, Dale. 6 out of 10. This match is a flat ending. The crowd, it was just like, can we leave? Yeah, 100%. 100%. In fact, the Hurt Business is doing the same. Yep. Fun fact, CM Punk is the only wrestler ever to hold the AEW, Ring of Honor, ECW, and WWE titles. And that's true. And if he can get his hands on a WWE title, he'd be the only person to hold an AEW and a WWE title at the same time. Think about it. 5 out of 10. Good night. Bye, Brandon. The show won't end. It just won't stop. 6 out of 10. I'm with Boston. 6 is fair. I thought there was some really good matches tonight. As far as a Darby, Ospreay killed. The fact you followed it, that trios match was garbage. If anyone out there was like, that was a really good match, it wasn't good at all. Mercedes in the opening match was okay. We had some fun stuff in here tonight. And listen, for anyone else out there that's like, all you do is hate, I said nice things about Jericho tonight, and I don't feel good. So that is crazy. I was grumpy, and I found nice things to say about Jericho. So shut up. 6.9 out of 10. Like, there was no way Darby could have hit a coffin drop, but did it anyway. It's true. He gave it F just for the Offspring match. There you go. 8 out of 10. Robert, fair enough. I'm curious what got it to an 8. I don't think it was that good, but that's allowed. If Ricochet was smart, he would be begging to take the Cedric Alexander spot in the Hurt Syndicate. Well, that's what it kind of felt like a little bit tonight. But like, oh, I do want to join you guys. And they were like, never mind. And they made him look like a bitch. Then he went in the back and got called Trevor, and he looked like a bitch again. I don't get it. He's a bitch. It just, Ricochet got bitched out. Like, they call him Ricochet, and it's what? Because he gets bounced around and bitched out everywhere he goes? I don't get it. He looked bad tonight. Who do you think Moxley Payne's got that one? 6.5. Woo! 6.5, 6, 5.5, maybe 6 out of 10. 4.25 out of 10 knee pads. 5 for the Darby Ospreay match. I think like that was the whole show. Swerve got the big pop, and Darby and Ospreay got the biggest pop of the night. Might be match of the week. Again, if anyone has a suggestion of a match that was better than that one, I'm all ears. But again, for everyone who thinks that just hate on this company, that might be the match of the week, even though I'm shocked by the ending. But that's part of what I like. When was the last time AEW Dynamite show got close to an 8 and above, like 3 years ago? Yeah, Tony, not that long ago. They've got a couple this year. I'll be honest, they've had a couple 8s. A lot of 6s this year. I mean, again, I think I can count on 2 hands how many like A plus shows they've had. Dynamite has really struggled in 2024. 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10. When is Cedric's contract up with WWE? I have no idea. And we haven't actually seen him lately, so maybe soon. You have a point there. He does care, but it's still me. Yeah, right. Stop whining, bitch. 6.5 out of 10. The Cole MJF stuff was bad. Really bad. Again, it just feels mailed in. Ricochet got bitched. Women's match was just okay. TNA is better than AEW. Sorry to say. Don't be sorry. Anthony's in the chat. He'll agree with you. Feel better, my guy. Thank you, Willie. Always appreciate it. Remember, we are back tomorrow. Paige just walked out on the team and then acted upset, but OC knocked him off the apron. But then came back and got mad that he was in the way and then caught. So stupid. 6 out of 10. Do you remember Mitch the Plant? Yes, I do. That was stupid too. Boring. 4. Worst main event. The main event got swallowed. 7 out of 10. Just Joe. Not bad. Okay. 7. I don't hate it. Next week is Christmas Day. Thank you, Christopher. I like the fact checkers up there. Hannah giving it a 2 out of 10. I won't be here. He has to get the old Rudolph together in the sleigh ride. Make sure you leave out milk and cookies, fuckers. I'm coming. But yes, funny guy. 6.95. Less dates, but they do indie shows. Not all of them. I think there is a collection of them that don't do those indie shows. So very interesting. And they do it the indie shows because they're fucking bored at home. Like, what am I going to do? Cedric just re-signed, and now... Oh, that's right. He did re-sign. Thank you, Paul. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here on a Wednesday night. Thank you for putting up with my nasally situation. It's been a hot, sweaty show tonight. But that is Dynamite. That was the show. For my money, it was average. It was okay. Some good stuff, some really not good stuff, but somewhere in the middle, it's all right. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. But what was that? Like, thank you. I'll take that. But yes, we appreciate everybody. Make sure you come back tomorrow, the best of 2024, where Nick, Anthony, and I will talk about what we think were some of the best things and have a little debate about what happened this past year in 2024, plus SmackDown and all your favorite wrestling. We got so much coming your way, but go check out all those links below. Follow us on social so you don't miss anything. I'm running out of oxygen, so I'm going to shut up. But until tomorrow, I will see you on the flip side. Have a good night, folks. Bye.